everybody, I'm wearing this really pretty crochet let me zip this up a little bit, like baby yellow, just like a little cardigan sweater, and I'm just living for it. I used to always wear these, like, I don't know. And I finally, where did I find it at? I think Didi's, and I was just like, that's so cute. And the color just reminds me of summer, spring. I remember I had a really pretty halter. I don't know if it was a halter or what. It was really pretty though. And like the fabric, the design of it, I don't know, it was just a really pretty cute dress. Well, I don't remember if it was tight or loose, but it was this color, and I was just living for it. And I wore it with like those brown like nice thick sandals. I don't know which ones, I don't know if you guys know which ones I'm talking about, but they were like kind of woven. I had those, and I was just like, I'm living for that vibe, you know. So I grabbed me it. I came in shopping box, and I got me some tacos. I'm trying to like do some little beanie, some little beanie. So I'm like going back and forth. I'm emailing, doing this and that, and I'm trying to send over an email. And for some reason, because like I had to sign documents on the email, and so like it's already like kind of electronically signed, but like there was an error on my name, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, because it's like kind of official when you sign your name on something. So I'm like, hold up. So like I emailed her back, which I know it's like out of business hours, but I was just like kind of like, do you want me to print them out manually, sign them and send them to you, or do you like, can she go back in and edit? And long story short, I'm trying to like, I screenshotted the picture that had the error on my name, and I'm trying to send that screenshot to her email, right? And I'm over here and I'm like, and I even zoomed it and to like show the error, and I sent that one twice, right? And I'm like, and it just shows a blacked out, like just a blacked out something right there, but not the picture. So I reverted because I zoomed in the original and I zoomed it in to like see my name, and I reverted that one to the original one, which what was the original screenshot, which was just kind of like a regular document, like a normal size regular document. And I sent that one, and they're not sending. And I'm like, I don't know, I probably have to refresh. I probably have to restart my phone, because sometimes it happens. This phone gets, I don't know if it gets stuck or it just doesn't have it's not as powerful, because it's an iPhone, but it's an iPhone 16e, and it's just not as, it's like, I don't know, it's not in the category as a Pro Max or Pro, so, but it's still an iPhone. And I just think like it's just not compatible with certain things sometimes, and it gets backed up, it gets jammed, you know. It gets jammed a lot, so I always have to turn it on and turn it back on, turn it off and turn it back on. Okay guys, so I went on, and you guys know me, I always keep these in stock, and I use them every single day of my life. Like, these are no joke, and I highly recommend that you guys keep these. I keep it in your car, keep it in your house, keep it in your restroom, keep it in your room, your living room, everywhere where you tend to be at. And just even when you walk in from a long day of work, to even have this at the doorway, like, I think that's a really good idea. And I noticed that everybody's promoting masks again because of the fires. Then there was another fire in Whittier, and then another one yesterday right here in the River Bend, and I'm like, this is so scary. And this fool gave me taco sauce, and I didn't request taco sauce. Like, I mean, he could have gave me ketchup, and he only gave me one of each. Usually they give you two, and he only gave me one of each. Like, whatever. But I got a honey garlic and ranch, and I got me 2 orders of tacos. Just trying to handle things in life, you know. Just gonna go here and enjoy some tacos. I'm right here. I'm parked at a Boy Local right here on Beverly Boulevard. You can't go wrong with chocolate milk tacos. I think they're just the bomb.com. I went to the resource center in East right here. Where the OG fallas paleras. Right there. Just see about. Please God bless this food. Don't let me get sick. Bless it with our heart and soul. Heart and soul reminds me of Heart and Soul of OG Gloria and OG Lil Man. Mamanitos, that was their wedding song. That was mom and dad. I love them. They still are mom and dad. I just want everybody who's been through something in life just be at ease, you know? Like, I just wish them so much peace. They deserve so much peace, you know? I wish my longtime friend Boobies, like, peace, you know? I feel like we all lost the one in this war, right? And when I talk about war, I mean spiritually. I mean, like, honestly, like, when we were young, and we'd be like, oh yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. But now as an adult, you just really want what's best for your family, you know? And to have a peace of mind, you know, when we're dealing with these, you know, these devils, you know? These devils are real. And what I mean by devils, like, hold on. I mean, like, because I don't know the Bible like that, but I do believe in heaven and hell, and I do believe in angels, and I do believe in demons. And I feel like sometimes, I feel like honestly these days, it's more of a spiritual battle, which is very deep, energies, and I feel like it's so sad. I feel I'm dealing with it. I feel like I'm never gonna get rid of them, and it's the most horrible feeling in the world to have that, like, clenched to your soul. And I don't know how to explain it, because how do you explain spirituality? Like, most people don't believe in that, you know? I grew up in a home where it was very normal. This is morning coffee in the morning, to be superstitious. Like, if a black cat crosses you, voodoo, or I don't know what, like, all these things were put in my mind so young, you know, like, to put your purse on the floor, put a mirror in your house, or like all this stuff, right? And we lived by these superstitions, right? Because my mom, that's just how they were brought up. Hold on a side note, I just want to introduce you to these really great Annies. They're like Cheez-Its, but they're not made the same. They are crackers, but they're made with sweet potato, pumpkin, tomato, and carrots. And I just thought this is so healthy, like a healthier choice for the babies. You can give them these, like, you know what I mean? I feel like now, as we're older, like, it's just all about what's best for the little ones, you know? And you know, giving them a healthy snack, you know, rather than, you know, chips with a lot of sodium and stuff. I mean, here and there, you know, a little birthday party, like, okay, yeah, but for an everyday thing, I think it's good to like stick to like a really, really good healthy meal diet, you know, which I'm getting there, but it does cost money to be. It costs us money to be healthy, you know what I mean? So now I just feel like I'm dealing with like these really dark forces, you know what I mean, that kind of want to trap my body, trap my soul. Like, it's been a long journey spiritually, you know, and I came a long way, and with the help of weed, like, it really cleared my mind, you know. And I really just wish everybody peace, like my family, my close friends, like it should be always all about familia, you know? Like familia primer. We go back and we look back at our life and we all experience things, like what if it was a loss of a loved one, you know what I mean? Like trauma, like childhood trauma, like it's a lot. And as an adult, it's a lot to bear with. Like now I'm still struggling, like, you know what I mean? Like I have my days, I have my good days and I have my bad days, you know what I mean? But I still gotta keep strong, you know what I mean? And mind you, I'm doing it like 99% of the time sober. There's a little moment here and there where I have a little trago here, a little trago there. But it's nothing compared to like before. And before, I just felt like I had to keep my body numb so I don't feel anything at all. And I feel like that's not right. I feel like you have to deal with your emotions, you know? I feel like bottling them in is just not healthy at all either. It's good to talk to somebody, to have someone there. Whether it be a friend, a therapist, a mom, a dad, whatever you have, I feel like it's good. Not only good, but necessary. You know, to feel better about yourself, to release yourself from that energy. Because if you don't, it'll stay with you, you know? And I just really wish the good souls, like, blessings, you know? Like, may peace be with them always. May the universe send them angels to get through whatever hardship, you know, whatever we're going through. And I don't know, there's a man right there. I'm telling you, something is always happening. May they keep you strong. May they give you the courage to do what's right. You know? And if you feel deep down, that's already my third taco and I'm kind of still hungry. I don't know if my friend's gonna come or what, but I'm really hungry. All of it, like, out of nowhere. This is my last taco. So if you feel really, really deep down, I can't even believe that they took the mozzarella sticks. They don't have them anymore. They always do that. This is the second time they did that. They should just keep them on the menu for good. So, I mean, Jesus, I would get those every single day. If you feel like let's talk about it tomorrow, right? It's soggy. Hold on, let's put it on a double paper. Soggy. It's toilet paper. If you feel deep down inside that something is there that just does not stick right with you, you know, that means that's your intuition telling you that it's not right. You should listen to that intuition, but for the good souls that are out here trying to do good, doing good for your kids, for your family, for whatever it is, for the good cause, you know what I mean? I wish you guys strength. I wish you angels. I wish you the courage to keep doing what's right and to not accept something that does not feel right. If it's not right, if it does not sound right, if it does not feel right, chances are it's not right. So to have the courage to do what's right and to not just be a part of a social event or anything because you feel you have to, that's incorrect. And if you, I'm not even speaking of social in general, I'm speaking of anything in life in general. Like I'm saying, like, if you know something is not right and you're still going along with it, I feel like, and this is why I had to stay away from my immediate family. Because I felt really deep down. Well, first of all, I was labeled as an outcast, a black sheep. But I had every right to feel that way. I didn't really like that taco. It was soggy. They put too much hot sauce already inside and it made it soggy. I had to pull away because I just felt deep down. Like, I was 100% sure I just wasn't right. And I wasn't fitting in no more, you know? And I felt like that's just something the universe was... I mean, I couldn't really say my mom. Like, she was there, but not really. Like, no. I mean, I was labeled an outcast already with her, and she had already, which she felt a certain way, and I didn't beg. I accepted how she felt, and I moved on with my life, you know? It's like pros and cons to not having my mom there. Like, I wish I did. Like, I wish... I look at my cousins and I'm like, dude, their mom is like the best mom, or like my other cousins, my twins, like the twins' moms, you know, like they're just like a mom, you know what I mean? I didn't experience that, you know. So like when I would come around what I would call my family at that time, because it was my choice to either stay and accept things or walk away and try to just like if it meant being alone, which I was already labeled like a no good black sheep of the family, like don't belong here anyways, which kind of pushed me out anyways, kind of pushed me towards just being alone anyways. I came across really great friends that I've already been friends with, but like that we just stood friends forever. and, you know, befriended their family and became family. Like, I love that, you know. But in this time of my journey, which I had to figure a lot out on my own, I had to deal a lot with on my own, not by choice, but it was just the journey. It was just the plan that I guess the universe laid out for me, right? Because we all have a plan that's already set in stone, right? Once you're like the birth of you coming to this world, there's already a set plan, you know. I believe that. So I just believe that, whether I liked it or not, that was my plan. Like, that was just my set journey that I had to face. I had to go through alone. You know what I mean? Was it hard? Very hard. You know what I mean? But I never gave up. And those really, really dark times when I was just like facing a lot of negativity, like, I really just had to stick it out and just know that I was gonna get out of that situation. Sometime, like, I locked it in my mind, like, this cannot last forever. Like, sooner or later, like, something's gotta give. You know what I mean? And I would always, like, I'm not religious, but I do believe at one point I had a really strong faith. Since I'm here, let's take off this nail polish. I should go buy a nail polish right now, actually, and just paint my nails a different color. I'm kind of getting scared because they kind of look like they're kind of yellowish. I'm like, that's all I need. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start getting panicky, but I don't know if it's the tint of the nail or the color that's already on it. But honestly, I just know that things weren't right. Like, they weren't right. They didn't feel right. I didn't know. Like, I wasn't really big on the cholo scene, but I was just like, it's not right. Like, it's not right. I don't know. And then so I went on my journey alone. I did what I had to do, right? But still, when confronted, like, I would speak, like, I would say, like, what's really going on, you know? Which labeled me even more as an outcast for saying something, you know? Which in reality, it's what you're supposed to do, you know? Where's this fucking shit? I'm gonna use this. So, you know, time goes forward, moving forward. I had to deal with some really, really demonic. And what really scares me the most is that, because if you know something's wrong and you still go along with it, I feel like the universe knows that. Like, you cannot fool the universe. Like, the universe is like God. And when you try to lie to God, like, something, like, you cannot get away with it all forever. Like, it will catch up to you, and that's just how I feel, you know? So I feel like when you accept something that's not right, and you know deep down, like, I hope this takes it off. This is ammonia too. Oh yeah, I think that's what was making my nail look like stain. That's what I was like, oh God, please, now this? I tried my best. I stood away. I stood my ground. Because I was like, I can't accept that. I can't accept that. Like, you can't. Like, you just can't, you know? So I was just like, and when I came, because I was like out, like on my own. I was in a shelter. I did what I had to. It's not that I did what I had to do. I did it because I had to. I had no other choice. I had to be in a shelter. There was nowhere else I can go, like, at that time, in that moment. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't really trying to reach out to my dad. Like, it was just something in my plan, in my journey, that I had to go through. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of it, but I did what I had to do to survive, you know? So here I go. I'm getting... See, I almost like, God. So let's take the other ones off. I don't know, but maybe it's I don't know, maybe the nail polish. Oh, now I'm getting scared again. So, you know, I set out to my journey until finally I stuck it out, like sleeping in garages, like not having access to the restroom. Like, that's how it was with me, you know, because I was labeled as a black sheep, you know. I stuck it out, like, you know. And yeah, I may have had an attitude. I may have had an attitude, and I may have, a huge attitude where I totally said what I felt. I would say the truth, and they didn't just, you know, that wasn't right. You know, me telling the truth was not right. So I was like, okay, well, then it is what it is, you know. So moving forward, you know, I've slept in garages. I've slept on the floor in the garage. I've slept in cars. Like, I thugged it out, right? So finally I get to a shelter where at least you could shower, you know what I mean? You could shower, you have a bed. It's not an assigned bed, but if you're there on time, you'll get a bed. If you're not there on time, the doors will close and you'll get locked out. And you're just stuck on the fucking streets till the next day, you know? That's how the shelters work. You have to be there at a certain time. You have to leave at a certain time. You have to check in. You have to do drug tests. Like, and I passed all that shit, you know? Because even right now, like, I'm sober, I'm not smoking weed. Like, I ain't doing nothing, you know? Because I feel like, how is that gonna look like me, like, being struggling already in the car, like, and then turning to doing this or doing that? Like, I just feel like that would be the totally wrong thing to do, especially at this time, you know? Because I just don't have it like that right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure a little glass of wine, if I ever get settled, which that I don't even know, you know? For right now, we're just taking it day by day, and I'm barely getting coffee, like, you know what I mean? I love coffee, and I feel like even on coffee, it doesn't even feel right, because I feel like it's not that I'm just here, but I just feel like I don't like this environment, you know what I mean? But I have no choice, and I'm thugging it out again, you know? So I just feel like, to the ones who are really putting like 113%, you know, of your mind, body, and soul into the universe, you know, like, I really wish you well. Like, if you're doing really right by the universe, like, I hope the universe takes care of you, your family, and everybody. But if you decide to go against the grain, against the universe, then I mean, and when I think of something, I think like, okay, if you're agreeing to something that's not right, then like, it's like you're spreading illnesses, because it's like, and I don't mean it like literally, I mean it like spirituality, because you're putting that negative energy into the universe, which then reciprocates it and puts it back out. And I just feel like that's something you don't want to do. Like, you want to put positive out and do good and feel good and have good come back to you, because why would you want to do anything other than that, you know? So I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like when you stick to something that you know is not right, like, I feel like it can come back to you in really harmful ways. And that's just something that I don't want to mess with. That's something that I'm just like, that's it. Like, I would not chance the universe, you know what I mean? So I just wish, you know, for the you know, and I'm not saying that like people are out here are bad or terrible, but there are a few people that just have just wrong ways, and like and by that I mean like they're just not right, and by that I mean like always angry, always bitter, always wanting to fight, jealousy, envy, like all those in the Bible say that it's not good. And I'm not a religious person, but I do know that those are the 7 sins or something like that. 7 deadly sins, okay? So look those up, Google them, and just those type of negative energies as well. Like, I just feel like you're giving, how do you say it? Because I do believe in a devil, and okay, and I'm not talking about cholo names. I'm talking about real Bible shit, okay? Like biblical, like real shit, you know? Like, it's written in stone, like it's real, you know? So there is a heaven, there is a hell. The devil was once an angel, right? This is all in the book. This is all in the Bible, and he went against Jesus. I mean, I don't know. Where's Diz? Where's motherfucking Diz? He'll explain all this shit. Like, I don't know a lot like that, but like, I know it's real, okay? And I do, and he went against God, because there's God and then there's Jesus, which is his son that Virgin Mary gave birth to, but that's why she's like an angel, because she was pregnant. But you didn't know that she was pregnant, but she had a baby. Virgin Mary, the Virgen de Mexico, okay? Virgin Mary is real, okay? I don't believe in saints like that, but I mean, Virgin Mary is real, okay? So anyways, that's Jesus' mom, okay? That's God's baby mama, okay? Fucking Virgin Mary. Anyways, so he went against that fool. Like, he went against him and chose his own route, and it's just a dark place that you won't, like, I wouldn't want to be stuck in somewhere like that. And me coming from a place where I had a bad mouth and this and that, I was still where I was like not to the point where I'd be like okay with how, because that's so scary and it's real. And so if you go ahead and choose to put that energy out and stick with something that's not right, okay, so it's like you're writing your own, you're saying like, okay, you're not gonna make it to heaven, like, you know what I mean? So those are the things that we got to think about. And it's just like, you know what I mean, like, you want to make it to heaven, like, that's just the highest, the place of peacefulness that you could ever make it to, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but I feel like if you go against if you go along with an energy that you know that's not right, I feel like if that's gonna cling on to you, and you're gonna bring that energy, you know. So it's always good to cleanse, you know, like sage, cleanse your house, cleanse everything, because you know they do try to attack you and they do try to stick to you, like these types of energies, and they won't go away because they'll feed off of you, especially if you like to drink, especially if you like to fight, especially if you like to do all these things, all these bad things, because that's what the devil is. It's bad. And I'm not talking cholo names. Cholo names are like, okay, yeah, what else, you know? I'm talking about real shit that you just don't do, that you wouldn't in your right mind like not think to ever do or ever agree with. Like, that's just because it's just not right, you know what I mean? Like, if that's your cholo name or nickname, okay, whatever. But if you really fall into that belief of this and that and this and that, that's not right either, you know what I mean? Because no one in their right mind wants to really be like that. I mean, it's scary. It's not even funny. Like, it's actually really scary. And when you put that energy out, like, it's scary for one, but nobody's gonna want to be around that energy. And like, I just feel like I've been dealing with that for a very, very long time, like trying to battle it on my own, and it's really, really over. Gosh, wait, I'm in the park over here and I'm at the library. There's always people right here, and I'm just like, what is? But yeah, I just hope that you guys, honestly, let's go take a drive to the back of the library. I don't really need the Wi-Fi. Like, I have internet on my phone, but I just feel like you don't want to invite that to your home, you know what I mean? And talk to you guys, and it just keeps telling me like, no, you can't connect right here. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna go to the back of the library, and I just really hope that everybody in life, whoever is doing good, like, I just wish you guys peace, I wish you guys love, I wish you guys happiness and strength and courage to keep doing good for the good cause, you know what I mean? And again, if you have to do a double take on something, and if you just are unsure about something, then most likely it's not right. And if you choose to not go with that vibe and go against it, I give hats to you, and I highly recommend you stick your ground, you know, for your kids, yourself, your well-being, your mental health, whatever it is you're standing on the cause for. I give my hats off to you, and I pray that the universe gives you courage to keep going and staying strong and standing up for what you really believe in. And I think that, and by you doing that, the universe will repay you in unimaginable ways, where you won't even know you're getting paid, but the universe will pay you back. And it's you. And I'm not saying to go over here and do these good things just because you want good things to come back to you. I'm telling you, do it from the good of your soul. Like, not knowing that the universe will come back to you 10 times, you know, more imaginable. Do it because you really, really want to do good. You know what I mean? Like, just practice doing good deeds out of the goodness of your heart, and you should see how you say it? Immaculable? Is that how you say it? Change in your life, you know? And I feel it starts with a lifestyle change. I feel it starts with a change in your home, a change in your habits, a change in everything. And you have to stick to it, whether it be a healthy journey, you know, a spiritual journey, anything. Like, just stick to it, you know, get some literature, and just really, really focus your time and energy on whatever it is you're trying to stand for. And you're gonna see results, good or bad. So I just highly recommend that everybody does good, just because we want to be good people. Like, we want to be good people with a good soul. So do good in life, you know, do good in life, and the life is going to repay you back for doing good, for putting good out and being a good person. I mean, it sounds like, okay, common sense, but honestly, like, nowadays you just have to sometimes, you know, do a double take and be like, okay, you know, like, check yourself and be like, you know, is this really worth it? Do you really want to do this? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just mentally prepare yourself, and you know what I mean? And if you have to cut out caffeine or anything else, like, do it just to keep your mental state at its best. You know what I mean? And it's nothing like having a fresh mental, like a fresh mind, like waking up, like not hungover, not like still groggy from the night before from smoking. Like, and I'm not condoning, I'm not saying weed is bad. I'm saying, like, sometimes you overdo it. And I'm gonna take a little walk right here. It's nice right here. I'm in the back of the library and I have a really pretty a waterfall, and I just like ate a lot of tacos, so I think a little walk would do me good. And I just feel like even exercise, like, honestly, that's kind of like one of my biggest things when I was feeling like when I was feeling like surrounded with negativity, you know, when I was at a place where I wasn't so proud of being at, but I had no choice, you know what I mean? That was like the only place that opened the doors to me, and I kind of had to dug it out. And you know, they told me plenty of times, like, I'm not your mom, like, I don't have to keep you here. And like, I agreed with it, like, and I kind of like not forced myself, but kind of was just like, wow, I'm not leaving because honestly I had nowhere else to go, you know what I mean? But I did, and I was like so happy that I got myself out of there. But at the times when there was just negative energy around, like, I would be like, you know what, I'm gonna go for a walk, you know what I mean? And it would always be late at night walks, which just gave me so much clarity. And I just would just put some music on, and I would just walk, and I would just think, and I would just picture myself out of that situation until it happened. And I know it sounds very, very crazy, but that's what kept me going. What also kept me going was my little brother. You know, the well-being of my little brother. I would stick it out for him, like, you know what, things gotta get better. And I would always say, like, if I have to go through this just so he has a really good home that he's taking care of, then I don't mind it. I don't mind getting treated like crap because he's taken care of, you know? I would always say that. And I would always say, whatever is going on, I don't know if I would say it exactly like that, but I would be like, I would ask the universe, please bring forward the truth. Like, show the truth, say what's right, say what's wrong, let it be known. I feel like somebody's right here. Like, look, let me show you guys. This is my little sanctuary spot. It's a little waterfall. even if you gotta get yourself a little something in your house, even if you have a desk or something. What is this paper right here? I feel like meditating has a lot to do with your mental health, and I feel like sometimes you should meditate. Rather it be you sitting here and listening to water. Let's sit right here and let's talk right here so you can listen to the water. What is this? It's a list of songs. It says Cool in the Gang, Celebration, Super Freak, Rick James, and what is this? Something, Eviction, Santa Maria, or something like that. I always find random things and I always read them because I feel like these are signs from the universe. It's just a random fucking, I don't know, someone's making a CD and they're trying to put Cool in the Gang and I don't know what. What a fool. And it says, who says hi? Who says hi? That shit's crazy. Just leave it right there. And you come, you listen to water, you just let your mind go to the water. Like, let the water take your mind, take your whatever you're carrying that's burden that you feel that's like keeping you from being your best. Let it take you. Just listen to it. Picture yourself on a beach and with your dog or whatever you gotta do to keep you focused is what you have to do. And I love sitting next to the water. It's just so peaceful. It just gives you so much clarity. And I would walk at night and I would just look at the homes and I'd be like, I bet you they have a nice, like, I bet you they come from like a nice like a nice home, like a family, a mom and dad. Like, I would just look at the houses and picture it and be like, oh, it must be like, oh, like I could, like, I wish I had that. Or that's what I would do, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what you have to do. And I really do believe in like faith. I do believe in you should build a relationship with God and like read some scriptures and stuff like that to get through these tough times, because I think that's what you have to do. I didn't really realize what my dad was trying to tell me, but he would always tell me like, give your heart to the Lord, you know, like give him your heart, let him carry you, you know. And he would always tell me like, say your prayers, like say your prayers, like, you know. And I understand what he's talking about now. So I mean, whatever it is you guys gotta do, you know what I mean, do it and do what's right and keep doing what's right, you know what I mean. Bye guys, I'm gonna do a little bit of lapse. I'm hearing music but I'm like, where the fuck is it coming from? So okay guys, bye. I'm sure guys, that's the library. Love you guys. Peace of love. Peace of love. Peace of motherfucking love. Peace of motherfucking love. Peace of motherfucking love.